Create is a small family-style art studio where kids and adults are given the opportunity to truly express themselves and be creative. We purposely keep our classes small and our space intimate because we want our kids to feel as though they're part of a family, they're part of an artistic community. Well, I was an art teacher in Chicago, where we lived for 10 years, and I taught art there until I started a family 12 years ago. And when I moved back to Perrysburg, I wanted an outlet and I wanted a way to keep teaching and keep, using my art talent. And it just so happened that we moved into a cute little house that had a garage studio. And right about that time, my son started kindergarten. And he was having a hard time, like a lot of kids do, acclimating to school and socializing and making friends. And so I decided that I was going to use my talent to help him. And I started doing a free after-school art class every Wednesday. And it was so cute because it started out with my mom would help me after school, and we would walk the kids from Toth Elementary to my house in downtown Perrysburg. And it would be me on one end and my mom on the other end, and like 8 little kids following us, and it was just so cute. And we'd come to my house and we'd have a snack and we'd do an art project. And I ended up doing this for 3 years every Wednesday after school. And it was great because I got to know all of these wonderful children on a totally personal level, and I got to encourage them and work with them during a time where they were uninhibited and they were excited to just be creative and they weren't worried about doing something perfect. And through that, my son felt more accepted at school, felt more comfortable at school, and it just worked out beautifully. And it was one of the moms that, of one of my original free art students that said, you know what, you should start a business. You should actually open something, because my daughter was going into kindergarten and she was then going to be in school all day, and she's like, you know what, you really need to do that. And that was how Create was born, how I turned my fun after-school art classes into an actual business.
I got involved about 2.5 years ago when Carrie Wellstein, the other owner, was looking for an additional partner to come on board. We had worked together with an organization in downtown Perrysburg, and she knew I had an art background. So I came on after staying at home with my kids for 11 years, and it's been the perfect fit.
We really strive to teach classes that allow a lot of creative freedom. We have a large variety of classes. We do workshops usually every Friday and sometimes on Saturdays too. And then we have our weekly classes after school for kids. We do homeschool classes as well. We have some wonderful homeschool classes that come in during the day, and we do some adult painting classes during the day and in the evening also. But what we are is a safe place for people to be creative and artistic, and an encouraging place. And it's exciting to me that we get to offer that to people here, because that's what art is supposed to be, is creative and exciting and free, and there's not supposed to be a wrong way to do this.
The joy that the art studio brings me is just an incredible time seeing people be creative and make things that they never thought they would be capable of, from a little 3-year-old to a 5th grader after school, after they've been stressed out all day long at school, getting to calm and relax and listen to music and create art. We've had adults in that have never picked up a paintbrush, and they're just so surprised at the success that they can have coming and just being in an environment where they are free to create.
We have to share our gifts, and that's what we do, and that's our mission here. And it's just incredibly fulfilling. And because of that, we're getting to know the most interesting, talented, creative children in the Toledo area, and it's pretty awesome.
I started with a camp where I would just create like a drawing or something that started, and then it would turn out really cool, or a painting. Then I joined a after-school art club. It was on Thursdays, and we would do something fun with the teacher, Miss Deb, and it was so much fun. I got to communicate with each and every kid who was in the class, and I had a lot of fun, and every day would be something new, and each and every day a kid would walk in and they would smile and sit down at their seat and wonder what we were going to do today. It was really fun to see how everybody would react to what we were doing.
I've never been artistic, so to watch my child be able to draw these beautiful projects and create things that are in her mind and be able to put them on a palette or use the palette to make a beautiful creation is amazing. I think that the community, those that don't know about Create Art Studio are really missing out on a gem for our community. That it's just amazing, the self-esteem, that improvement that I've seen in my daughter, and the sense of belonging is what I feel, not beyond the art that she's learning. I think being included and being part of a little family here at Create is really good for her. And I think that people, the more that know about Create, they'll see that in their children should they decide to enroll their kids in a class.
One of my favorite things about owning this art studio is having my children involved in the business. We have 3 kids. Our oldest is 16 years old, and a 13-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son. And having the teenagers, I've been able to offer more teen art camps. We've been offering anime drawing camps and some other things for teens. And the kids are my kids are great to have. Little helpers, little assistants.
The art studio helps me learn more about art because I've always loved it since I was a little kid, but now I create more things and I can use a bunch of the supplies in here, and it's really fun. I sort of want to be a teacher when I grow up, so it's really fun to talk to all the kids, and it's cool because I like what I'm teaching them, so I just really like it.
My daughter Claire is an absolute delight when it comes to the art studio, and it makes me so happy to be able to share this with her because I had my after-school classes for Jack starting when he was in kindergarten, and then the studio opened when Claire was in kindergarten, and now Claire is going to be in 4th grade, and she'll come in and she'll be my helper. And she always has new ideas for the studio and new projects, and we co-teach little kids sometimes, and she has so much pride in this space, and that makes me so proud because my first job is as a mom, and the fact that I'm getting to share my dream and my passion with my children and they're enjoying it as much as I am, it makes me extremely happy.
If it were real sand, it would be in pieces by now.
I just hope that people feel more confident just about things that they can do that maybe they've never tried before. I think that art is very therapeutic, and in our busy society right now, it's hard to stop and do much of anything, especially pick up a paintbrush or a Sharpie and draw or paint or create something that you can enjoy for years to come.
We're here because we love kids and we love our art and we love our community, and we're more than just a studio that offers art classes. We really, really are. We have a bigger purpose than that, even though we're a small space. We hope that we're making a positive impact in the community around us, and that is a huge priority to us.